Und damit moin Leute und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Genshin Impact. Wir machen gerade die Legenden-Quest von Ganyu und um die Legenden-Quest von Ganyu zu machen, müssen wir natürlich zu LIYUE reisen. In der letzten Folge haben wir sie überzeugen können, dass sie zu der Menschenwelt zurückkehrt, weil sie wollte wieder zu den Adepten. Aber das passt nicht so und deswegen haben wir sie jetzt in eine Falle zurückgelockt. Und jetzt treffen wir sie wahrscheinlich da unten an. Mal sehen, wie depressed sie heute wieder ist. Yay. Hallo Ganyu. Och Ganyu, alles gut.
I suppose you have a point. It would be quite impolite of me to leave the two of you now.
That's right. Where do you want to go first?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. The first thing that comes to my mind is the sea. Let's go for a walk.
Ja, dann spring rein.
Happy to come with.
Oder so. Spaziere auf der welfenden Harfe von LIYUE rum. Wie weit muss ich denn da? Ach du Scheiße, da kann ich mich auch wieder hin teleportieren, na klar. So, dann spazieren wir mal schön hier hin.
The sound of the waves in this familiar port. The smell of
Ist doch
the
gut,
sea
oder
breeze
was?
makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave LIYUE for that long. Why do you look
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh. That's true. Ganyu seemed to be working all the time.
Ach Ganyu, lass dich dauernd nur arbeiten.
About my time here, I've spent most of it behind. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt during my training in Juyun.
Why, isn't it little Miss Ganyu?
Little Miss Ganyu.
I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here.
This old man called her Little Miss Ganyu.
Gute alte Ganyu.
Also, allow me to introduce Uncle Tien.
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for LIYUE after all, and
Uncle Tien is a member of the LIYUE Qixing, the Tianshu.
What?
Oh, okay.
Grandpa is a member of the Qixing? The same rank as
Der Greis.
hush now. I must ask for your discretion. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no wish to be followed around by those armed guards. In most people's eyes,
Aber wir
I'm
sind
just a
gefährliche Menschen.
forgetful and wordy old man.
Okay.
Uncle Tien is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
Wie heißt das so schön? Der Schein kann trügen.
Oh, little Miss Ganyu. Your kind words make me feel that my decades of hard work haven't been in vain.
Uncle Tien, a person of your standing should really stop calling me Little Miss Ganyu.
Das kotzt hier schon wieder an.
My
Finde ich gut.
apologies. It's not intentional, just a childhood habit of mine. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position.
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades now, huh?
Na gut, Ganyu lebt ja auch schon seit sehr, sehr vielen Decades.
I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing secretary. It's nothing worthy of your gratitude.
Talking about secretaries, oh, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know my daughter, Huixin. She seems to be a bit troubled recently.
Yes, she works at UA High Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I help her?
Ist sie besser auszubilden?
I don't know myself, really. She's all grown up now and doesn't like to ask her. May I trouble you to meet her at UAI Pavilion? She just needs a bit of guidance.
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problems has always been in my job description.
She's back.
Ja, es ist so, und schon ist sie wieder an der Arbeiten.
Let's move then to UAI Pavilion.
Genau. Oh je, müssen die arme Ganyu zum Arbeiten zwingen. Ey. So, dann sprechen wir mal mit der guten Dame.
Miss Ganyu, it's been too long. I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a sense of peace in these chaotic times.
Indeed, it
Das ist
has
aus einer
been a
guten
while,
Aura auf
Mission.
die Leute.
I'm flattered, but aren't you exaggerating a little? I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked you to come, didn't he?
Nein, wer ist dein
Using your
Vater?
status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from UNFÄHIG Pavilion.
Sie ist wieder
He's
voll im
not
Mut
only a
drin.
competent secretary, but also a great mentor.
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? I discovered something strange while organizing tax records. There are
Na, wer hat
obvious
wieder hier
irregularities
unterzogen?
in the tax declarations of 2 stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. However, whether I question the shopkeepers or check their accounts, I can't seem to make any progress with my investigation. Without any evidence.
Komisch.
It's not uncommon for merchants to be...
Well, is there any solution?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario.
So sieht jemand auf, der eine Arbeitserfahrung von tausenden Jahren zurückblicken kann.
Let's approach it this way then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals, competing for market share due to their similar wares.
In
Mhm.
that case... I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu.
Exactly.
Ausspielen? Dachte ich mir
Let's start
schon.
with Wanyo Boutique. The owner...
Yes, you're right.
Das ist nicht dumm. Seht ihr, Ganyu ist doch schlau. Als hätte das irgendwer eingezweifelt. Ganyu. Wenn der Rerun von Ganyu kommt, werde ich auch für sie ziehen. Kommt halt drauf an, wann, zu welchem Zeitpunkt dieser Rerun kommt. Weil Ganyu ist schon ein cooler Charakter. Da kann man nichts gegen sagen. So. Wir müssen eine Etage weiter runter. Die Etage, wo es eigentlich nie jemand hingehen würde, normal, weil hier einfach nichts ist. Okay, hallo.
Aha, we meet again, traveler. And I suppose you're about to place a big order. I'd be honored to offer you...
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to accept orders directly from UNFÄHIG Pavilion. Should we need to place such an order, we would certainly go to Second Life instead.
What? Second Life?
Oh, ich glaube, jetzt ist er sauer.
That rascal Dongsheng. He's stealing all of my customers.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on their tax records, their
Tax records? Thriving?
Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share with us, Mr. Bolai?
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty trick. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure I'll find something fishy in there.
Oh, wir haben
You
einen
know
kostenlosen
Second Life's
Mitarbeiter.
business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every transaction makes my... I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Wie
Well then,
erbärmlich.
please look over this tax record. We'll review Second Life's credit based on your observation.
Oh, of course. I'll read very, very carefully. Line by line and word by word.
Oh.
Here that exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture. And
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction.
I told you so. Just as I expected.
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all this, can't he just flat out deny ever making this transaction?
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supplier, Fanmu Carpenters, might still have some proof of it.
Oh je.
Ah, you're right. Master Lu from Fanmu Carpenters must still have the invoice.
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. It should be near Chinksa Village. Thank you for shining a light on this case, Mr. Balai.
Oh, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be lenient with him once you find the evidence.
I'm afraid I can't go to Ching.
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in LIYUE Harbor and finish your work.
That's
Jetzt müssen wir wieder
considerate of you.
Steuer eintreiben. Oh Mann. Was zur Hölle? Oh ja, im Kinsedorf. Yo. Oh Mann. Na, du Knilch. Bitte zeigen Sie uns Beweise.
How could I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't take.
Chinksa really is full of lonely old people.
Hey, I heard that, Flying One.
I'm sorry.
Master Lu,
Oh je.
just come to see you and
Kein
ask you some
Respekt vor dem
questions.
Alter, Abheimon. Kein Respekt.
Don't worry, I know. Why would the Chising care about an old man like me? Well, whatever. You said that you want to ask me something.
Wir sind geschäftlich hier.
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice, or...
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big order.
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right.
Oh, 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 oh. Das gibt ordentlich Ärger.
We will...
Of course you can. But I'm not so spry. I only do my woodwork and display. As for old documents and such, I keep them. But some troublemakers have recently moved there, invading my warehouse. Since you need that invoice anyway,
Was ist denn das für billig?
So
Wow.
that's what happened.
I'll leave you to it then.
Die lässt einfach sein Lagerhaus. Alter, das ist ein furchtbarer Knilch. Der lässt einfach sein Lagerhaus. Ah,
Wait, I think I saw one of those
besetzen.
troublemakers.
Oh, Paimon sees them too. It's one of the Fatui.
They must be plotting something against LIYUE Harbor.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's warehouse.
Ever since Social attacked the harbor, the Fatui's reputation in LIYUE has reached rock bottom. We
Ja,
might cause a
verständlicherweise.
serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with the Fatui within our borders. Besides, I can already feel their malicious my intuition as the secretary of the Chising.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a lesson.
Oh ja, der kriegt jetzt aufs Maul. Das sehe ich genauso. Moin. Na? Hast du auch fein Spaß, hier eine aufs Maul zu bekommen? Oh, ist tot.
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your plan.
Einfach noch die Winde von Kasor schlitzen ihn einfach mal weiter auf.
What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying it. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
Schnell raus mit der Sprache.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui,
Fine. If you really want to know, then what?
About to...
Pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
Ich
It's
auch
not
nicht.
an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Chinksa Village is nothing more than a retirement.
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem...
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear, I only came here to pick berries. That's all.
Das ist ein erstaunlich friedfertiger Fatui.
Wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I also...
Whoopsie!
Tja,
I
tut mir
misjudged
leid.
the situation and offended you. Our exchange only represents my personal views.
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may...
Paimon's in.
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while bullying me like this?
What's your choice?
Also komm.
Back to my berries.
Gute Wahl.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time away from work.
No worries. It's always nice to teach
Passt
the
jetzt schon.
lesson.
Genau, Paimon, das wollte ich auch
Let's
gerade
keep
sagen.
moving towards Master Lu's warehouse.
Fatui darf man auch ohne Gründe aufs Maul hauen. Oh Mann, wo ist denn das Lagerhaus? Oh, das ist auch an der anderen Seite vom Kinsche Dorf. Ah, die Sternfriede sind also Hilichole.
Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few hair churls. Let's show them what we got.
Das ist natürlich besser als irgendwelche Fatui. Noch mehr Gegner im Anmarsch? War ja klar. Oh, sie kommen von allen Seiten. Na, klasse. Okay, wann ist der Vogel wieder aufgeladen? Da. Komm. Brauchst du ein Schild, um dich zu verstecken? Lass mich dich einfach umbringen. Dann ist gut. Jetzt stimmt doch endlich, Mann. Ich hasse diese Viecher mit ihren Schildern. Oh Gott im Himmel.
All clear. Quick, let's look around for the invoice.
Okay. Suchen wir nach der Rechnung. Okay. Ist die Rechnung draußen? Wie jede vernünftige Rechnung sein sollte? Ja, sie ist draußen, wie jede vernünftige Rechnung sein sollte.
Invoice from Wanmin Restaurant. This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too.
Oh Gott. Und wo ist denn die Rechnung? Ich sehe die nirgendwo. Seht ihr noch einen Fall? Ich sehe keinen Fall mehr. Liegt die vielleicht hier unten? Wahrscheinlich nicht. Oder? Oh, das ist ein Seli, toll. Aber keine Rechnung. Vielleicht hier hinten? Oh, sogar mit einer Truhe. Okay, dann ab zurück nach LIYUE. So, ich denke, du kannst Jan Feier rausschicken, um ein paar Leute zu verhaften. Alles gut, machen wir doch gerne.
Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between Second Life and Ganyu Carpenters. We've brought...
Thank you so much.
Agreed. How about we go to Second Life and have a nice chat with the...
Oh ja. Ich möchte nämlich sehen, wie der fett auf den Sack bekommt. Oder freue ich mich schon drauf. Immer wenn Leute auf den Sack bekommen, bin ich der Erste, der dabei ist und zuschaut und anfeuert. Na gut. Dann fliegen wir mal dahin. Wo ist denn das? Ich habe immer nur das Gefühl, nicht näher zu kommen. Nicht, dass ich mich jetzt hier verirrt habe. Ach, das ist da hinten. Oh, dann kann ich meinen Salz gar nicht mehr kaufen. Naja, passiert.
Isn't it Huixin from the UNFÄHIG Pavilion? I remember you. I told you
Kriegst
that all
jetzt
of my
Fett auf den Sack.
transactions are included in the records. My tax declarations are scrupulous as well. I do hope that my business won't be affected by any...
Groundless accusations? Mr. Dongsheng, you seem very sure of yourself, but I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior immediately. It is liable to affect the fine you'll need to pay in the end.
Und das wird eine hohe
no.
Strafe sein.
I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
Haven't I made
Schämst du dich
myself
denn
clear?
gar nicht?
Mr. Dongsheng, you've already been proven guilty of tax evasion. I just came here to see if you'd confess.
What? Proven guilty? How come?
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Must be crumb time for the finishing blow.
Mr. Dongsheng,
Ja.
can you tell me what this is?
I'm Master Lu.
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction was absent from the tax record.
I didn't think you'd find out. I didn't leave a single trace.
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr. Boalai's aid.
Oh, jetzt kommen noch die Zeugen.
Belai? That imp from Wanyo He's got his own share of dirty laundry.
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng, I'd like to hear a little more about... I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
you'll need my guidance for what comes next.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Ganyu.
That's good.
I must say, you're truly impressive, Ms. Ganyu.
Tja,
Your enemy knows you best. To think, you came up with this plan and executed it so masterfully.
It's actually one of your father's, the Tianshu's, old tricks. I just took some inspiration from it.
und so schließt sich der
My
Kreis.
father?
Pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them drag each other down from an advantageous position. That's how
Ist
Uncle
auch
Tian
ziemlich
managed to
lustig.
keep his position in the Qixing secure for so many. I figured that as Uncle Tian's daughter, you'd naturally grasp your father. So I decided to use one of your father's tricks and play it out for you to see.
I can see it now. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu. You're the kindest mentor I've ever had.
Ganyu solved both Huishin's work and family problems. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, you've helped me so
Perfekt.
much. You must...
That's not necessary. No need to be so serious. It was not.
Then let me treat you to a meal. The Traveler and Paimon are invited as well.
Wäre schlimm, wenn nicht.
Come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat. Oh,
Paimon,
come
benimm
on.
dich
If
doch
it's
mal.
just a meal, there's no reason for me to decline. It'll.
Perfekt.
Actually, I've already booked Senor Kiosk. I need a moment to prepare everything first. Let's meet there in a while.
All right.
Okay.
We dare not.
Dann gehen wir mal zum Lokal Qingyue. Ich hoffe, das habe ich jetzt nicht komplett falsch ausgesprochen. Aber das sieht schon wie ein besseres Lokal aus, muss ich schon sagen. War das nicht auch das Lokal, wo Grilde drin waren? Ich weiß es nicht. So, dann setzen wir mal uns zu Ganyu an den Tisch.
Miss Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation. And as for the two of you, your presence is also much appreciated.
Also, das, was auf dem Tisch liegt, sieht schon lecker aus.
That's so kind of you, Huixin. You went to great lengths to organize this.
Truth be told, apart from thanking you...
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with, just tell me straight away.
Oh, no, I don't really need help. Could you just listen for a bit?
With pleasure.
Ja.
When I was a little girl, my father used to tell me many stories about you, Miss Ganyu.
Oh je,
Even
jetzt kommen wieder
though
die
I have
Geschichten.
the utmost respect for my father. I've only decided to join the UNFÄHIG Pavilion staff because I've always looked up to you.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
Das ist
However,
wie sichtlich
in
unangenehm.
reality, working at the UNFÄHIG Pavilion turned out to be an arduous task.
Sagst du gerade zu jemandem, der 1000 Jahre
Can't
da
compare
arbeitet?
myself to such an outstanding secretary like you. I often doubt myself as a result.
Ja, du arbeitest auch nicht
I
seit 1000
disagree.
Jahren da in dem Beruf.
You're a great secretary in your own right.
Thank you. Over the years, I became a mother, too.
Oha.
So Uncle Tian is a grandpa.
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary at the UNFÄHIG Pavilion, too. At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, but after all that happened this time, I've made up.
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. Ganyu, as her senior colleague. You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her it'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance in 20+ years, too.
Huishin, I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Tja.
Just like when you showed me my father's trick. Having you as their witness makes people feel...
Witness. It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of LIYUE Harbor's history. All the changes it's gone through, the stories of its people, but I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my loneliness.
Tja, dann kannst du das jetzt als was anderes sehen.
You've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of LIYUE Harbor, apart from my contract with Rex Lapis. They rely on me, accept me, and long for me to bear witness to their stories.
Ach, echt?
Of
Wow.
course. You're irreplaceable to...
Wer hätte es gedacht?
That's why I can't disappoint you.
Hooray! Ganyu's finally cheered up.
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight for my place. I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep working as the Qixing secretary.
Ja, genau das ich gesagt habe.
I'll go back and see for myself. I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my absence.
Ja, das glaube ich auch.
No time to
Und sie hat
waste.
vergessen zu essen.
Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
We're leaving already? Paimon's still hungry.
Oh, rede mit der Sekretärin, das ist ja alles gemacht. Okay. Ich dachte, das wäre jetzt schon zu Indie. Aber nein. Wir müssen noch rumlaufen. Yay. Oh, die sehen ja schon sehr verzweifelt aus.
Elisha, are you okay? Did you look who's back?
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement.
Not at all. We've been working for too long. If we didn't take a break, we wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu.
Miss Ganyu, we've missed you.
That's so kind of you all.
We've been praying day and night for you to return and take over your duties again.
To us, you're like an adeptus coming down to the human world to save all life.
Ihr
Forget all
faulen
our
Säue.
envious complaints from before. Just free us from this strenuous work.
All right, I see. Please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil affairs. Mark out the tasks that haven't been started, and those I'll take care of the rest.
Of course. We'll do it right away.
Schon traurig, dass sie mit 3 Leuten Ganyu ersetzen wollten und es dann nicht mal hinbekommen haben.
Finally. We're saved.
Yes, I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship, I would still be embroiled in my inner conflict right now.
Es freut mich, dass du dich wiedergefunden hast.
To think that I'd gained a human friend outside of work. It makes me happier than I could have imagined. I'd like to
Und du
repay
hast es
you
nicht
when I'm
mal
done with the work at
mitbekommen.
hand. What would you say if I...
Sure, but are you ever done with work, Ganyu?
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we?
Okay. Na schön. Dann soll es sein. Wie ihr seht, Ganyu wird uns irgendwann mal begleiten. Finde ich gar nicht mal so schlecht. Aber nicht in nächster Zukunft. Vielleicht bei ihrem Rerun. Wir werden es sehen. Auf jeden Fall war's das jetzt mit unserer guten Ganyu-Quest. Wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge wieder. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst gerne ein Like, Abo und einen Kommentar da. Und wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge. Bis dann.